Paul, Mike Tyson fight?
I sure did, in my bed, with our phone, because I was so tired.
Yeah.
Because it didn't start till midnight until our time.
Well, I always forget whenever they have
their actual fight.
Yeah, whenever they have their start time, like say they start at 8, I always forget that that's like when the prelims start.
Right, they're not actually fighting.
No, so then the main card fight usually starts at like midnight or something like that. It's awful. Bryce and I are like super, super big into UFC. So we'll watch all of the big fights, and by the time the people are on that we actually want to see, I'm like falling asleep on the couch. And I'm like, wake me up.
I know, and I had dance the next day too. And Jalen was like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "I'm just tired because I stayed up to watch a stupid fight."
It was so dumb. Why did they show him his butt?
That was probably the most entertaining thing.
Like, what was the point?
With his assless chaps.
No, it was so scripted. Like,
it was.
Netflix would not post something live,
right?
And them not know what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I mean, it was smart for Mike Tyson because he totally just made like a quick 20 million.
Mm-hmm.
I saw that he actually just transferred all that money into his wife's bank account.
Oh. Wait, his wife's bank account? They have separate bank accounts?
I guess so. He gave it all to her. I mean, look, think about it. He just
maybe they need separate because he's just worth so much. It's easier that way. I don't know.
I don't know how it gets when you get that.
I have no idea either.
When you get into the mills.
Well, that's why Oprah would never marry her boyfriend Stedman, because she was like, I'm too rich.
She's not married?
No. She'll never be married because she's too rich.
Well, yeah, I don't know. It was smart on his end because it's like, okay, I'm just going to go out there, be in the ring one more time. Make a quick 20 mil.
Yeah, they staged that so that way Jake would definitely win. But even if they didn't, like, I mean, you have a 60-year-old fighting an almost 30-year-old. I mean, come on.
Well, he still hasn't fought a non-retired boxer, so.
Yeah. I'm just, like, thinking of, like, the stamina point of view. You know what I mean? That's crazy. But, yeah, the assless chaps situation was probably the most entertaining thing.
and Tyson was, like, biting his glove, and it's like, were you trying to hold back? Because I feel like he could have really tore him up if he wanted to, even at his age.
Well, I think they were saying that, like, when they were, like, doing that hug with each other, I guess, like, somebody who could, like, read the lips or whatever, they were saying that Jake was saying, like, calm down, back off, remember, you know, kind of like...
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? So...
Yeah. Have you ever seen those clips of, like, the NFL players or the coaches where it's like they read their lips and they try to say what they're saying?
Yeah,
it's so funny.
It is funny.
And then you can't unsee it. It's like,
I know.
What were you actually saying?
I know. That's funny. They did that with they always used to do it with, like, Prince Harry and Prince William and, like, the royal family. Hilarious.
No, it's
you just go, like, on YouTube or just TikTok and just, like, ad-libbing the royal family. Like, it's hilarious.
No, because it's really, like, what were they actually saying?
I know.
Because what they say, it's like, okay, I see it and it makes sense. But why are you saying that?
I know. It's hilarious.
No, I love it. But
yeah, it's good times.
But I really think that it was all just a money-making thing. But yeah, apparently, they're suspended now, Jake Paul and Mike Tyson.
I'm not caught up on that. Why are they suspended?
I'm not sure, but they're suspended. They're not allowed to fight for a little while.
Why?
And apparently Netflix is being sued.
Yeah, that sucks. But that was awful.
Has Netflix even ever done something live before?
Yeah, they tried to do it with Love is Blind season 4.
Live?
Yes, the reunion. Yeah, so, like, Love is Blind season 4 with, like, Kwame, Chelsea, Zach Bliss, all them. So that was an unhinged season. Like, that was like my life, because I had just had Charlie, and that's what me and Joe were binge watching. It was great. But anyway, that season was a hot mess. So they were like, ooh, the reunion's gonna be so juicy, so let's do it live. It was awful. It was supposed to start live at like 8 p.m. our time, and it was like, sorry, we're still working on technical things. It was like maybe 2 hours later, and they had already recorded it. They were like, oh, we just can't figure it out, so we went ahead and recorded, so it's not live, haha. And I was like, well, somebody at Netflix got fired because...
Well, it's the same thing with Mike Tyson and Jake Paul, because not, like, the loading was struggling, so, like, a lot of people were... like, okay, having to go back in, or go back out, and then go back in.
Right.
And then the quality would be glitchy. Maybe they should just not do live
for
again.
Netflix. Like that shouldn't happen. Like
they're big enough.
Exactly. Like that shouldn't happen, but it did again. For the second time.
Maybe
like,
they'll learn.
They should just not do live events, honestly.
They should stick with You. Do you know the new season's coming out soon?
Okay, so this is my problem with You. I love season 1. I love season 2.
Mm-hmm.
I liked season 3.
Mm-hmm.
That was okay. But then season 4 came out, and that's when, like, they were in London, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I could not get into it. And mind you too, I also was pregnant with Charlie at the time, and I was going into preterm labor, so I was just like kind of annoyed with everything. Mm-hmm. So I was like, whatever, I can't do the accents right now. I can't, whatever. And then I ended up having Charlie like a week later.
Yeah.
And then everybody just kept telling me like, just push through like the first 3 episodes, like it'll be fine.
Really.
And I'm just like, oh, I don't know.
So to me, I feel like it was bizarre because at the end of the season,
season 5, yeah,
it's like, holy moly,
or season 4. I'm confused.
4.
Okay,
it's like holy moly. You realize like the depths of how people can be. Like it is so twisted. Like I feel like you really see how messed up he is because of the way that it ends. Like he's so crazy because I mean, sorry if it's a spoiler alert, but what ends up happening is that
it's fine because I'm probably not gonna watch it, and I'm just gonna watch the last season because I can't take it.
Dude, none of it's real. Like they show what actually happened. Versus,
I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, so like
he just like made it up in his head.
Basically, so like the one guy that he shows that he's like really really close to is like not even real, and then there's a situation at the end where like this girl tries to take him into the hotel room and like holds him hostage, but it was like opposite. Like it is just so crazy because it shows how everything went, and then it goes back and shows how everything actually happened.
Okay,
and
so
like he's so messed up in the head.
Season 1, was that real?
Yeah, no, it's just whatever happened in London with the new people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, because gosh, I can't remember. Was it season? Okay, I watched season 1.
Season 1 was
2.
with Beck.
Beck, love that. Season 2 was with Love. Season 3 was with
Love.
Because they had their baby. And then season
4 was in London.
What about the girl? Her name was like Tati Gabrielle. She's really pretty.
So she was in The Librarian?
Yes. What's her name in the show? What season was she in?
Marion.
Mm-hmm.
She was in season
3
because he started to...
Yes, and he found her, or whatever, in season 4, in the beginning.
She was
running away from him.
Yeah.
And that's when I was like, okay, I'm done. Yeah.
It's wild.
I know.
I think they're doing one last season, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
I always get sad. Do you ever get sad when, like, a show's ending? Because you get so attached to the characters, and you're like, oh... Yeah. That's how it was with Breaking Bad, too.
So,
you never got into Breaking Bad?
No, and my husband hates me for it because I know he really, really wants to watch it.
Yeah.
But we turned on the first episode, and I was like, I am bored.
Really?
I am so bored.
I feel like with any show, it's hard to get into the first episode. You gotta give it a chance.
No. I know what I like. And but like even my mom's like, Brittany, I love it. So I know you'll love it. So just push
She watches Breaking Bad?
She watched it, yeah.
I love it.
So I know. Cool. And same with Ozark, I guess.
Never got an Ozark.
I don't know. I tried to watch the first episode with Joe too, and I'm like, I'm good. But you know what? Have you ever watched Game of Thrones?
No. I'm not into that stuff.
Horrible.
Bryce got into it for a little while, and then I was like, dude, why is there a naked person on the screen every 5 seconds?
Ew. Well, I just I could not. No. I just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Not for me.
I'm not into that, I can't get into that stuff. I don't know. This is, so awful. But I'm into, that, Dexter. Have you ever seen Dexter?
No, but I feel like I would like it.
You would.
People are like, if you liked you would like Dexter.
Yeah, like that true crime stuff. It's so interesting. I'm terrified of it in real life, but to watch it and not be, close to it, then it's super cool. I actually thought when I was younger... I wanted to be a detective for a little while, too.
Ew, you don't even want to know what I thought I was going to do.
What were you going to do?
I was going to be a mortician.
Ooh.
I don't know why. Okay, listen. I took med bio.
Dead people freak me out.
I did medical biology in high school for my junior year, and I was just fascinated. I just thought it was so cool. And also, too, I'd be like that girl in the group of guys where we had to dissect the pig, and they were all scared to cut the pig open. And I'd be like, why are you being so
dead
scared?
Dead animals are different than dead people.
But they were scared.
Yeah. They smell.
I don't know.
It's the formaldehyde in it, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I was just fascinated for like a teeny bit, and then I was like, I'm good.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like, I don't know, dead people freak me out. But then again, like, I feel like watching that 911 show.
Yeah.
Like, I was actually just talking to my dad today, and I'm like, hey, you know, like, I still feel like I would want to be a paramedic just because, like, the medical field would be so fun. Remember I told you I wanted to be a nurse?
Yeah.
But then, like, I feel like being a paramedic, there's that adrenaline rush.
Mm-hmm.
But then watching...
You see a lot of crazy shit, though.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, seeing they have to really think. Like, it's just so incredible, like, how out of the box they have to think to save these people's lives. It's so incredible.
I know.
And, yeah, I feel like, again, my heart is maybe a little bit too tender for that now. And it's so funny, like, isn't it crazy how you grow and, like, your interests and stuff and what you want to do versus, like, what you could actually handle?
Right. Well, it's kind of funny because, nerd alert, I would go to school and then come home from school and play school because I wanted to be a teacher so bad.
Oh, my gosh. Really?
And then I became a teacher.
Isn't that crazy? Was that, like, full circle for you? Like, oh, my gosh, I actually did it.
I think when I was handed the keys to my classroom and I was finally decorating.
Yeah.
Like, it felt that way. But then COVID hit and things were different. Like, my first year of teaching versus the year that I taught after COVID happened, that first year of teaching was less stressful than being a veteran teacher. And isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
That's when I was like, I'm done.
Yeah. So it was like, okay, I'm pregnant, bye, I'm not coming back.
I know.
It's like your easy way out.
I know.
Yeah.
But that's okay.
Do you miss it?
No.
No.
I miss the kids.
Yeah.
I miss the kids. I loved my kids. And I really did love teaching them. Like, it was fun. Like, it was fun times. But everything else, I'm good.
Yeah.
But that's why I love doing dance, because I still get to teach. I still get to be with kids. And I truly, truly love
and you're fun.
What I do. I try to be fun.
No, you are fun.
I try to be
I
fun.
like the life of the party.
Party class.
Yeah.
Party class.
And they love you.
I hope so.
They do.
Thanks. They love you too.
I love them.
They do.
Yeah, I feel like sometimes, though, I have this problem, like, even being, like, one of the youth leaders at church, I feel like sometimes I try to be their friend more.
Aww.
And, like, but I genuinely, like, love them. Like, I was actually just talking to Bryce earlier, speaking of the girls or not the girls, but, like, the kids at church, like, I genuinely love each of them.
Aww.
And, like, I just always want to push people to be better.
Yeah.
And I feel like because, I mean, just like when I took over for a little bit, I think they all still saw me as their friend. So I have a hard time kind of being
it's a learning experience.
Yeah, I just feel like I have a hard time of being like, hey, you listen to what I'm saying versus like, hey, you know what, I want to be your friend and I want to be here for you.
Right.
But that's like, again, you know, you go through life and you learn what works and what doesn't work.
Right.
And I mean, which goes along with like, we all go through things in life and, you know, what we go through makes us who we are. So it's all a learning thing. But yeah, no, I think it's fun. I think you have good girls at the studio.
They're fun. You know who else is fun? Their parents. They're a hoot. I love them.
They are a hoot, aren't they?
I know.
No, and I mean, that's where they get it from.
They crack me up. I love it.
But as I feel like also, it's like it's a touchy thing. I feel like as teachers and coaches and youth leaders or whatever, I feel like it is. I mean, some people get sensitive of like, oh, hey, don't talk to my kid like that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But I feel like as like mentors in like the teaching field or whatever, I feel like it's totally okay to help discipline. Yeah. As long as it's not out of line, but I feel like it's totally okay. Like you're helping shape them and then that creates like a safe place. And
absolutely.
Like I know when Bryce coached soccer, he was like, "Oh, I hope their parents weren't mad." And I'm like, "Yeah, but as your job as their coach is to help push them and to help discipline them. Like, you're not going to let them walk all over you."
Yeah.
But some parents are like, "Hey, you just made my kid run a lap. Sorry, get over it." Like,
ooh,
yeah. Oh, they just ran, man. Physical activity. Like, I mean, isn't that what it's meant for? Like, you put them in extracurricular activities to help shape them.
100%.
That's okay to have a mentor.
Yeah, I know exactly what your husband's feeling too, because last Saturday we had elite practice, and I love my elite team, but they were just not having the best day with choreography or remembering their counts. So my spicy side came out, and it's okay because it's elite, so I get to be a little bit more spicy with them because they're held to a higher expectation.
Right.
When their parents came to pick them up, I was like, "Hey guys, if you were watching the live stream and you noticed that I was like a little unhinged, it wasn't like just for your kid, it's for the whole team." And they cracked me up. They're like, "Oh no, you tell them like it is because it's elite." And like their support is just wonderful. But like, I love them.
Not everybody's like that. So like it sucks that you do have to be like, "Oh man."
I know. It's just the world we live in today. I'm just very fortunate that my elite parents are so supportive, and I'm supportive of them. Like if they ever came to me and they were like, "Hey, I need this from you to help navigate so-and-so better through this or whatever," I'm there for them 100%. You know what I mean? So I love them.
Yeah, because I mean, like, we have kids. So like if our kids were in, I don't know, anything besides dance, because obviously they're in dance and we're both their moms and we're both there.
Yeah.
So it's different, but I don't know, for example, if they were both in like soccer or something and they were acting up, I would totally want their coach to be like, "Hey, get it together."
I know. I'd be so embarrassed.
Like, it's okay to let people. I just said it's okay.
I said 100%. And then I was like, "Oh,
yeah.
We're going to get shirts made."
Yes.
That's it.
Sorry.
100%.
That's okay. Yeah, you don't realize what you say too much until you hear yourself back.
100% Brie. Totally agree.
But no, really, like, I would totally want someone to be like, "You're acting a fool. Be respectful and get back in line." Like
100%.
There you go.
No, but this past summer we put Lola in dance and Bailey was her teacher, and I was like, "I don't care. You can yell at her. You can sit her out, whatever." And the first few classes, it was like, "Lola, Lola, Lola," and I'm just like, "That's right, you tell her."
Yeah.
But then now Lola's in my class, and she's a little bit older now though, so it's a little bit different.
She's a little bit more used to the routine now.
She's more concerned about what's going on behind her, and she'll be like, "Get on your number. Stand on your number." I'm like, "Stop being bossy."
Yeah.
Like,
well, the other day,
she
was telling everybody, "Shh, be quiet." When the solos were going on.
I know.
I love it though.
I know. She just wants everybody to follow the rules. I'm like, "Well, you need to follow the rules all the time."
Yeah, I mean, she's 2.
Yeah.
She's really good for 2. It's a hard age.
It's
like
so hard.
This age, I feel like, since the boys are 8 and 7, I feel like, and Bella is gonna be 5. I feel like that's when you start to come out of like the water a little bit, because anything under that is like so hard.
But then you have Blair.
Yeah, and and she's a little fire, but
I think she's good.
She is, but she's very independent, and she's I mean, just like Charlie at his age. I think it's so crazy they're only like 10 days apart.
I know,
but
it's sweet.
I just at that age they're trying to find their independence, which is great, but as parents it's like, just let me do it. Like, she's at the point now, I mean, she's gonna be 2, where I'll try to feed her and she'll push it away and go, "No." And then I have to lay the fork down, and then she'll pick it up, and then she'll eat it. And I'm like, okay, like, I get it. Yeah, you want your independence.
Yeah, and they can't even get it in their mouths half the time. Like, Charlie frustrates me. I'm like, stick it.
Yeah.
Eat it. Like,
yeah. No. It's
okay. He'll get there.
Yeah, or when they try to do something with a spoon, and they go to eat it and just falls off.
Yeah. Disgusting.
Yeah.
It's okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Lola tells me, "You'll clean that up, Mommy."
Yeah.
Yeah, I will, and one day you'll be able to help me. So
yeah, man, our days right now are so hard. It is hard, but it goes so fast.
It does, but I know I can't believe she'll be 3.
But you know what though? There's so many people, and I'm gonna be honest. There's so many people that are like, "Oh yeah, enjoy the days now because it goes fast," and I'm gonna having olders versus littles.
Yeah.
I'm here to tell you, I still don't miss them at 3 and 4.
Oh.
I don't. It's a hard age. I love my kids so much, but it is so hard and it's taxing. And you know, I think we talked about this before, like anybody who's like, "Oh yeah, it's so great." You're lying.
Liar.
You're telling me that you're not frustrated and like going to lose your mind. Like that's totally normal.
I lose my mind like every day.
I mean, it doesn't mean you don't love your kids. You're human and you have emotion. And it's okay to be like, I need a minute to go lock myself in the bathroom for them to still pound on the door.
For them to pound on the door. Yes. I don't think, it's been a while since I've gone to the bathroom and I haven't had, Lola's fine. Like Lola knows if I'm going to the bathroom, she doesn't bother me, but Charlie still doesn't understand. And he freaks out when I'm not like in the same room as him. So.
Well, you're lucky.
Bangs on the door.
That Lola doesn't come in because my kids know how to take a coin and unlock the door to come in. Mom.
Stop.
No, I'm not kidding. When I'm in the shower, when I'm in the bathroom, anywhere, they'll just all, like right before I came here tonight, I had all 4 of them in the bathroom while I'm trying to get ready. And I'm just like overstimulated.
That's the worst.
Small area.
When you're just trying to like do something for yourself and just like give me a moment.
And I get it. It's so sweet. But I don't know. Do you remember like as a kid, do you remember, like, for me personally, and I know Bryce and I have talked about it, our parents' rooms were totally off limits. Yeah. You don't go into your parents' rooms. You don't go in their bathrooms.
Nope.
And now, our kids are always in our room and in our bed. That's, like, where they hang out, and in our bathroom. They choose their bathroom over, which I'm grateful because that's their safe place, you know, and we created a different time, and they can be with us. But it's just like, whoa, when you were younger, you don't ever hear that.
No, I didn't do that.
No.
I think the only time I really ever stayed in my mom's bed was because my dad's retired military, like whenever he would have to like leave for like a TDY or something, like she would make like, okay, you get to stay in my room tonight, we get to watch a movie or whatever. But other than that, no. Yeah. I was not in
their room. My mom's room freaked me out. It was very dark.
Really? Was she a vampire?
No, she just had. I remember she had like a dark, like a black and tan like bedspread. She always had her curtains closed.
She's a vampire.
No, that's the girl. That girl. We lived at the beach growing up. We lived in PA, and then we would come down here because we had a beach house every other weekend or every weekend. Because then every other weekend we were with my dad. Yeah. Because my parents are divorced. Right. They got divorced when I was 2 or 3, but they're best friends still to this day. Like it's totally fine. They've always co-parented really well. But anyway, so yeah, I like grew up at the beach, and during the summer we would go every single day.
That's sweet.
Yeah, my mom's tan.
I love that for you. Speaking of beach in fall and winter and summer, let's pull up the list.
Oh, the this or that?
Yeah.
Okay,
that could be fun.
Yeah,
that could be a fun time.
All right, this or that. Spotify or Apple Music?
Spotify.
So you.
Oh no.
No. So it's so funny because Bryce had Spotify and I had Apple Music, and I was like so against Spotify for the longest time, and I was totally team Apple Music. Yeah.
And I liked Apple Music.
Yeah, but
when I was in college.
But then as we got rid of Apple Music and we're on Spotify.
Yeah. I love Spotify.
Yeah, I like Spotify more because I really like how it creates playlists. Like, you pick a song, and then you put it on, and then it'll just kind of, like...
It'll add in for you.
Yeah, and it's
like,
great.
Based off of what you like, yeah.
And then it'll add on, like, music that... Like, new music that you never even heard of, new artists. Like, I really...
I like New Music Friday.
Oh, I've never heard of that.
Yeah.
I listen to a lot of Christian music, but I listen to, like...
You could probably still get it with that.
But I listen to, like, Christian rap. Have you, like...
I haven't gone down that tunnel yet.
Oh, my gosh, it's so fun. But it talks about Jesus. So it's great.
I like Jesus.
But it gives you that good beat and you can vibe to it. All right. Fall or spring?
You go first.
Fall, 1,000.
Me too.
Yes.
Ew, I don't like the spring. I feel like it doesn't know what it wants to do. Does it want to stay in the winter? Does it want to be summer? I just think it's gross.
Yeah, I do too. Spring. And like, I think fall is fun because it has all of like pumpkin patches, and then you get all the burr months.
I know.
Where it's all fun, where you get September, October, November, December. And you do, like, September's fun. And then there's all the fall stuff that's trickling in. And then the pumpkins. And then
I just feel like spring is bleh. It's the end of March, April, May,
which is,
and a little bit of June.
I feel like I feel like a lot more people will like spring because, you know, a lot of people get seasonal depression and then they're coming out into like the warm weather and then it makes them come out, but it's just not a vibe.
I don't like spring.
I don't either.
The weather doesn't know what it wants to do, and it's
usually rainy.
It's gross.
April showers bring May flowers. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't garden, so.
And that's why I have fake plants everywhere, because I do not have a green thumb.
We're totally going to do fake plants.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with it.
No. Right.
I don't got time for that.
No, Bryce, the poor thing, he's so sweet, but he would like try to bring me flowers like when we started dating when I was 16, and he would always try to bring me flowers, and I was just like, it's going to sit there and it's going to die, because when I change to that water, when I put the flowers in it, that's going to be the only time that it gets changed. And still to this day, I'll be like, he's so funny. I'll be like, yeah, I have this vision. He's like, I know that look. You have a vision to do something. And I'm like, yeah, I want to do plants here, here, here. He's like, I love you, but like, you know you're not going to keep up with it, and I totally won't.
I don't have a green thumb either.
So I like totally admire anybody who can keep plants alive more. My
friend Monica loves to have plants everywhere in her home, and I think she's pretty good at doing it.
There's like an art to it. You have to, because certain plants require different types of care. Then like if a plant dies, you have to, like, I think cut the leaf off and do something. Yeah. I don't know.
One time when I used to be a high school teacher, they gave us a plant for our classroom. They were like, show this plant love like you would your students. It like died after a few days. Oops. I threw it in the trash. Oops. But I was more focused on my students, actually, so it's okay.
Well, because you kept them alive and not a plant, so that's okay.
It's fine. It's
little wins, little victories.
It's fine.
Okay, skydiving or scuba diving?
Okay, so I'm going to say skydiving.
I'm going to say neither.
Well, okay, but you can't do that. You have to pick one.
Oh, I have too much anxiety, man.
Okay,
I would probably say skydiving over scuba diving.
Yeah, and you want to know why I'm not going scuba diving? Because the ocean is freaking weird.
Dude, do you know that...
Yo.
Do you know that there's more of the ocean that we have not explored than there is?
Creepy. And I'm pretty sure the megalodon is still out there.
We would never know. Do you know how far down
I'm
the ocean
pretty sure
goes?
NASA knows. They're just not telling us
There's
anything.
A lot of things.
Didn't they stop sea exploration?
I don't know. Maybe
I'm pretty sure, because they know something and they just don't want to touch it.
I mean, honestly, though, we don't even have the technology to get down that far. I mean, look at that submarine that imploded.
Okay, well, that thing was like...
Yeah, I know, but still, like, we still don't have the technology to go down there. Which is weird, because they're creating...
Down there.
Huh?
That thing shouldn't have even went down there.
But it's crazy, because we are creating all this technology to go to space, but we're not creating the technology to go deeper into the ocean because of the pressures and all that.
I don't want
But it's scary.
I know. I don't want to know.
You know SpongeBob with the people with the lights on their heads, and you go...
Yeah.
With their
those have like a actual name.
They're real.
They're down deep.
Yeah, they're in the deep blue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's scary down there.
No thanks. Yeah,
And the water pressure. Yeah, water's super, super scary. Where like when you're, at least you can see.
Yeah, I'm a pool girl. I'd rather go to the pool than the beach.
Did you ever, when you were younger, pretend like there was a shark in the pool? Get scared?
No.
Oh.
I used to be mermaid in the pool.
Yeah. Well, apparently mermaids are real too.
They are. They're totally real. I'm telling you.
They're probably evil.
Well, I don't think they're anything like good.
No, I don't think so. I've seen videos on TikTok, and
they're just sirens.
Well, they're demons. Sirens are a form of demons. Yeah, and we need to pray over them. But all right, next one. Candy or chocolate? That's kind
like candy, like as in like.
That's kind of bizarre.
Like gummies, like Twizzlers and gummy bears.
I'm assuming because chocolate is still a form of candy.
So
I guess chocolate versus something like sour, tangy.
Well, it's whatever I'm in the mood for.
Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Can't pick one, even though that was the rules.
Okay, well then let's go off. What's your favorite chocolate?
I just like a Hershey's bar.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Just a plain Hershey's bar. No almonds in it.
But just like chocolate.
See, I can't have plain chocolate.
Well, I like a Kit Kat bar.
Oh.
I like a Milky Way.
Do you eat it like Kourtney Kardashian eats it? The Kit Kat bar?
Oh, I've seen her do that. No.
She does it like she takes it apart side by side.
No, I like them in the freezer. I like them nice and cold.
What about Reese's? Have we put a Reese's in the freezer?
Yeah, I put them all in the freezer. I like it all cold.
Have you had the ice creams?
Yes, like the Twix one's my favorite.
Oh my gosh, I love Snickers.
So good. Yeah.
And then, what's your favorite tangy candy?
I like gummy bears and Twizzlers.
Yeah.
And Skittles.
What kind of Twizzlers? What do they have? Cherry, strawberry?
It's just cherry, like the strawberry. I don't really know. It's just like the original Twizzlers, not the pull and peel.
Oh, they have a funny aftertaste.
Those are gross. Yeah. Those taste like chemicals to me.
Well, half of the food in America is chemicals.
I know. It's gross.
I like the Nerds clusters.
Those are really good.
The blue. The blue is really good.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah, the red ones are gross.
Yeah. And I like Skittles, too. Do you think that all Skittles taste the same?
No. They're all a different flavor. The yellow ones taste like chemicals.
What?
The green are lime.
Oh, the red is the best.
The red is like raspberry.
Yeah, but I heard that they all are supposed to be the same flavor.
No. The yellow is nasty.
What? Okay, what about Starburst?
The yellow's nasty too. It tastes like pine sol.
What is wrong? Okay, my favorite.
You like the yellow?
So my favorite ones are
You're
the pink
nasty.
and the yellow. Hey.
Okay, then I'll give you all my yellows because you don't even want to know what I do when I.
You like the reds?
Yeah.
Ew.
When I eat Skittles and gummy bears, I literally look for the yellows and I pick them out.
Give them to me.
Oh, okay.
Oh, do you know what used to be my favorite when I was a kid? The gummy Krabby Patties.
That's disgusting. What is wrong with you?
Don't hate
That's
on the
nasty. Ew.
You know what's funny though is that my kids love them now.
Well,
Maybe it's just a kid.
They came from you, so.
Did you ever hear that thing where it's like, I think I sent it to you, where it's like, you ever freaked out that you look around in your house and be like, oh, every single one of these people were inside of me?
Ew! Yeah, I mean, but it's true.
It is true.
Yeah, Lola said to me that, can I get back in there? I was like, no.
Oh,
absolutely
poor
not.
girl.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait until, so my kids, I didn't think I would experience this early, but they're like, how does a baby come out?
Oh no, what'd you say?
You poop them out. Essentially, that's what you do.
Poop them out.
But Bella, for the longest time, thought that she came out of my belly button.
Oh.
I said, no, you were attached by your belly button, but you didn't come out my belly button.
That's funny.
I was like, oh, it's so awkward. Like, things are, like, you just don't think that you're there, and then it's like, crap. What do you say? Ugh.
You just make stuff up. That's what I do.
I know.
All the time.
I know. We're really transparent with our kids, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we don't play around with them and, like, sugarcoat it. Like, I'll be like, okay, well, you can't do this, this, and this because there's creepy people in the world or not safe people in the world or whatever. And then I'm like, okay, well, let's hurry up. Like, you know, if I feel like somebody is watching us or something, and I'm like, hurry up, get in the car. They're like, why? Because there's unsafe people. That's why.
I just don't. The man's gonna get you.
The man. Oh my gosh. Lola and Charlie are gonna grow up and be like, "What's your trauma?" The man.
It's okay because my mom did the same thing to me, and I'm totally fine.
No, it's so funny.
It's
so
okay.
When the boys were younger, and it's so funny because they actually just brought this up the other day. So when the boys were younger, they used to love Marvel, and we used to have these Hulk gloves. And if their room wasn't clean, I would put the Hulk gloves on, and I would be Hulk mommy, and I would go Hulk smash their room.
Oh, shit.
And they, to this day, crack up.
Oh.
No, they think it's the funniest thing in the world. Yeah, but it worked.
I love that for you.
But they thought it was the funniest thing in the world.
That's really great parenting.
Yeah, don't take that advice, probably. But anyway,
Okay.
let's move on. iPhone or Android? Oh, my gosh.
iPhone.
Yeah.
Bryce
switched from Team iPhone to Android.
I know. It still kind of pains me to see the green in the
bubble
group chat.
Yeah, I know, because it's all messed up. It's not blue. Yeah. But you know what's funny is that when I try to send him videos, he's like, you know, I can't get videos from you. You gotta email them to me. And I'm like,
dude, really?
Proud.
You can't send a. You can't share videos?
I think the quality is like really bad, or he just can't see it. But he's
sucks.
like, you gotta email it or send it through Facebook. And I'm like,
why does he like an Android better?
He has the one that like opens up, like
okay.
so it's like a square. I don't know.
Okay, I mean, to each their own.
Yeah,
so he's probably like, why do they like their iPhones?
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Did you know that? Did you ever hear a thing about the apple on the back of the phone?
What?
Where it's like it's just like probably like a conspiracy thing, but it's like the bit in apple. It's like the Adam and Eve, the apple bite. It like symbolizes that. That's just a conspiracy thing.
Steve Jobs. Ooh.
Yeah. I mean, it probably isn't true. It's a conspiracy, but...
I think Joe knows why there's a bite out of the apple.
Oh, yeah. He used to work for Apple.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he knows.
We'll have to ask him.
I will. I'd probably you guys were wrong. It's this. Blah, blah, blah.
You conspiracy theorist. All right. Stay up late or wake up early?
Ew. If I stay up late, do I get to sleep in?
Well, we have kids, so we will never be able to sleep in until they're teenagers.
Yeah, and I just don't go to bed until like, I mean, I might physically be in bed, but I don't fall asleep until like 11.
Yeah.
So I guess stay up late.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not an early girl. I'm trying to be an early girl. I'm trying to go to the gym and do all that.
No.
And, yeah. So I try to stay up late. So, like, I can... if we're like really engaged in a show, like right now we're watching that Love on a Spectrum, which is so cute.
I know, we're gonna watch it next.
It's really, really good. Like Bryce and I just love all these people so much, and then, like we're just like borderline like tearing, like because it's just so sweet. Like it's a good show. I recommend it. But last night we were watching it, and I like semi remember Bryce saying something, but I was totally like slowly. But I'm not sleeping. Do you ever do that?
Yeah, Joe does it a lot when we're watching shows.
Oh, so he's the first to fall asleep?
Always.
Yeah.
And then I, like, have to kick him, stop snoring, especially, like, when we're in bed, because it's really annoying. And then when Sage...
Does he have asthma?
No.
Oh.
It's just... So, when Sage sleeps in between us, and Sage, of course, is a 90-pound dog, so I have my husband, and then it's Sage, and then it's me. So it's Sage snoring, it's Joe snoring, and I have white noise going on my phone and a fan on the other side of Joe, and that doesn't block out their snoring, and it's really annoying. So I try really hard to fall asleep first, but if I don't, I just kick him.
Have you tried propping
Not the dog, him.
Prop his head up.
He does sleep with his head propped up, though, because he's got a pillow underneath his pillow. Like, he's...
Yeah. Because so we have an adjustable bed where, like, the head comes up and the feet come up and all that.
Okay.
So, like, if Bryce starts snoring, because he snores too, I'll try to, like, put his head up. Or, like, if one of us has, like, a stuffy nose or something, it helps a lot. Maybe prop him up, like, a lot.
I need to try it, but I don't think it's going to work.
Yeah. Does he have sleep apnea?
Probably.
That's crazy.
That's just my opinion, though. I'm not a doctor.
No. Okay. Insta story or Snapchat story?
I'm not on Snapchat.
Me either.
The only time we go is when Lola's like, I want to make a funny face because she wants to see like the filters.
Yeah.
Other than that, I don't send snaps. And if people have been sending me snaps, I haven't opened them because I literally go on there for her to use the filters.
I don't have a Snapchat, nor do I even know how to use a Snapchat.
Yeah.
I feel like Snapchat is like one of the worst thing for couples.
I mean, we don't use it.
No, I know, but I'm just saying in general, like, I just don't, like, for a social media to, like, have things disappear, I think that's very weird.
Yeah, it's weird, yeah.
I think it's very weird.
It's intentional. It's for you to have,
I know, but I don't like that.
It's
so,
weird.
I don't care to have one, nor have I had one in high school.
Yeah, I was active with it, like,
Bryce
in college, like, when it first came out.
Yeah.
And, like, that's what everybody was doing. So cool. But now it's just basically, I feel like, for, like, high school kids right now.
In college?
And maybe
because I think that's how people, like, that's, like, the pickup line, hey, what's your Snap? Instead of, like, hey, can I get your number? Hey, what's your Snap?
Yeah. Weird.
It is weird.
It's really weird. So I'm going to say Insta story.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. Oh, mini golf or bowling?
I like bowling. It's fun. Cosmic bowling.
What's that?
You've never been cosmic bowling?
Is it like in the dark?
I bet you they'll do it at Lefties. So yeah, so the lights go out and everything is like used with a black light. So when you wear like bright colors, you like glow. And they
like
usually
a neon
have,
party?
Like, yeah, it's like a neon party and like smoke machines and like The music is usually really good.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun.
I love it.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's my fave.
That's fun. I love, yeah, well, fun fact. I actually suck at, like, every sport that I do.
Me too.
Extra.
Me too. I'm not a sporty girl.
No, I suck at golf. I suck at bowling. I will lose every single time. Do I think it's fun? Yes, I love it. I think it's so fun. Mm-hmm. But I lose every time.
Yeah, I do too. It's fine.
I bowl like a grandma. I bowl with it like between my legs and throw it.
Well, you know how like you bowl like this? I do this. And that's probably so
You're
bad.
Gonna get carpal tunnel.
Well, that's the thing. Like when I'm done bowling for the night and I wake up in the morning, like right here hurts so bad.
And, like
because
your wrist forearm area. Yeah,
it's bad. And everybody's like, "Stop doing that." I'm like, I don't know how else to do it because when I do it like this, I can't do it.
I really like laser tag.
Ooh, I used to love laser tag.
Yeah.
I haven't been in years. Like, I mean years.
They used to have one at Lefties, which we still need to do the silent disco.
I know.
That was so fun.
That would be a lot of fun.
Like, it was just so funny because you take off your thing and everyone's just jamming and dancing. But it's silent. And so, I mean, you can hear people, like, talking. Yeah. But it's still so funny. And then, like, when we went, you could change the station to, like, 3 different ones. So, like...
Nice. To fit your vibe, yeah.
Yeah, and then so like the outside of it would have 3 different colors. So then you can kind of see like what station everybody else was on.
Oh, cool.
But yeah, it was oh my gosh, it was a blast.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was a vibe.
I love it.
Let's
do it.
They
Let's do it and review it.
Yeah. Seriously.
That could be a fun thing.
Do it and review it.
Yeah. And then we talk about it.
Okay, what do you think about Topgolf? I've never been to Topgolf, and I actually have no desire to go to Topgolf.
Oh, no. No. Listen, Linda. We did Topgolf back in late March, early April when it was spring break. Mm-hmm. And we were in the DC area, and it was so much fun. Really? I am not a golfer by any means.
But isn't it like...
And I sucked at it, but it was so much fun.
It's just where you, like, hit it as hard as you can, right?
Yeah, it's cool.
Well, then we'll go to a Smash room.
No, it's fun. And you grab drinks before at the bar, and they bring you drinks while you're doing it.
Do they have food?
Yes, and it was good.
Yeah?
And what I liked about it, I'm sure at night it's a different scene, but during the day we went and you saw all different types of people. You saw families, you saw couples, you saw friends. Like, it was really cool. Like, I wish we had one here. Me and Jalen were just talking about that. We were like, we need one here. It would be so much fun.
Isn't there one up north?
Not that I know of.
We'll have to look into that. Do you ever, when you go places, do you ever look at couples and be like, I wonder who's on their first date?
What?
Like, you just, like, look and be like, I wonder if they're on their first date?
Oh,
like who's meeting?
I thought you said something else. I was like,
no, like, who's meeting for the first time?
Oh,
like,
we just said that. Joe and I were out to dinner the other night, and we just said that. I was like, He was like, they're on their first date. And I was like, no, they're not. She has a wedding ring on.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's just so funny because it's like, we were trying to figure it out. We're like, what do you think? Do you think they're on their first date? You think that they're, like, together? And then sometimes I'm like, do we look like we're on our first date?
You guys should pretend. You should, like, meet up and be like, hey.
So sometimes, like, I actually was just thinking about this the other day. I'm like, well, because Bryce and I've done this before where, like, he'll go through the Starbucks line before me or I'll go before him and he'll be behind. And, like, I'm going to be like, hey, give that hot guy behind me my number. But them not realize that we're married.
That's funny.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done it, but I think it would be funny.
That's hilarious.
Like, to see their reaction.
Yeah, you should what do they do? It. You should secretly film it for funsies.
And then have him film the other half of it. Yeah, or, like, if they actually do it.
That would be funny.
Or maybe they'll just throw it away. Oh my gosh, what if they took it?
Oh, ew. No.
No, I think it would be so funny, though. But
that would be funny.
But yeah, I still want to do a Smash room, too. I think that would be a lot of fun.
There's one in Dover now, right? Very cool. We should do it.
I know.
Do it and review it.
No, I know. Because I think what you can take, like, a bat to the door, a hammer to the door. You can throw plates, glass plates.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to throw things.
Break it.
Yeah. That's awesome.
I know. You ever see, like, people when they demo their house? They just stick the hammer to the wall. And they just, I'm I'm like, man, I've always wanted to demo my house just to do it.
So fun. I love it. Whenever Joe uses like the nail gun or whatever, I'm like, let me do it. You just get one.
Are you going with power tools?
I don't think so. Are you?
No.
Okay.
I put a hole in our windowsill. Sorry, honey, if you're hearing this.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was trying to hang blinds.
I think you told me this.
Yeah. And,
that's awful.
Yeah, but you know what? It's hidden because like the thing where the blinds are totally hide the hole. But if
it's fine, it's totally fine.
Sorry,
it's okay.
That's why I need a man. That's why I need my husband.
100%.
I don't know how people have that. Oh, I don't need a man mentality. Man, I need a man. I need my husband to do all that manly stuff.
I appreciate my husband doing the manly things. Yeah. It's great.
Yeah, they just do it better.
They do.
It's in their DNA.
It is. 100%.
100%. I painted our bathroom the other day. He was like, so backstory to that. I painted the boys' room like a year or two ago, and yeah, I didn't do the best job. It happens, man.
What color was it?
Blue.
Aww.
Yeah. So then he's like, he saw me had the stuff out to paint the bathroom. He was like, "Oh no." And I was like, "I got this. I learned."
Oh dear.
I mean, it didn't turn out bad. I got like 2 spots on the ceiling, so I just gotta like touch them up. But
no,
it happens.
Yeah, Joe does the painting. You don't want me to paint. Yeah. When he was painting the island the other day, I was like, "Ooh, let me try." He's like, "Okay," and I start writing my name. Okay. He's like, "Corey, that's gonna leave a mark." I'm like, "Okay."
Did it leave a mark? Can you see it?
No, you can't.
It's dark.
It's fine.
It's dark.
It's fine.
You know, you see all those girls on like TikTok and Instagram that redo their house,
and they're doing it.
And they're so like, talented. They have like the saws and like the the hammers and nails, and I'm like,
it's probably what they do full time. Maybe, you know what I mean? Like that's their focus.
Yeah, I wish I was like that. Sometimes it makes me feel like less than.
No.
But a lot of things on social media make me feel less than, and it's not real.
That's what I was about to say. Like, everybody typically posts the good and, like, what's the best that they have to offer on social media.
But, I mean, that's normal. Who would post the bad?
Right.
No one. That's weird. No one's going to be like,
I
suck.
It's I'm a loser.
Yeah, no one's going to post that.
Yeah, no. Nobody's going to do that. But that's okay.
But I do. I wish that I was good at redoing things. I like the idea. I have all the ideas in my head, but
it's just the execution.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Yeah, it's okay. I can come help you.
Oh, you can wallpaper my rooms. You're good at that.
Only if it's that one brand.
Yeah.
Otherwise, and it has to be like a pattern that's forgiving. If you have to like precisely line up the wallpaper, because that's what happened in our guest bathroom. Joe was like, "Oh, dang it." He's like, "I have to like, this is a precise, you know what I mean?" Because the one in the studio, I could just go, bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, I can help you.
Yeah, let's do it. No, you've done such a great job with the studio. It looks so good.
Thank you.
So how is it being a studio owner?
I love it.
Is it like,
I love it.
When you were little, did you dream of this?
I think I was so focused on wanting to be a teacher, I didn't really think of being a studio owner. I don't think I really thought about being a studio owner until I got to college. And then, like, around before my daughter was born, thinking, like, this is something I could definitely accomplish and do.
I mean, you're in year 3.
No.
And it's booming.
It's booming.
No, really, though. You're doing such a great job.
I'm trying.
Is it, like, surreal sometimes? Do you just, like, sit in bed at night and then, like, man, like, I can't believe I did this?
Sometimes. I think I feel it the most when it's recital day.
Yeah, but you're so organized.
Thank you.
You are. You're so cute. You have every clipboard with everybody's name on it and everything that they need.
You have to.
But you're also, like, really chill about it too. You're just like the day of, like, most people would be like, everything's going crazy and and you're just like, whatever.
It's fine. It's gonna be what it's gonna be, and you can only prepare as much as you can or as much as you want to, and whatever's gonna happen happens. But I also think having incredible staff helps too, because I think we all mesh really well together.
Yeah, but you handpicked every single person.
That's true. I'm very picky with who I work with.
But it's crazy because it's like you literally just walk. It basically the way that it worked. You just like brought people in. Hey, you want to work for me?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I scouted. No, just kidding.
No, seriously.
Well, I honestly, like, when I saw you, I was like, oh, she knows how to dance. Because when you came to come dance with us.
That's hilarious that you say
with
that.
Bella.
Because she was literally on the floor crying, hugging my leg.
I know, but you were still going. And I was like, oh, she must be really good with kids, too. Because she's, like, still trying to show her, like, honey, like, let's do it. Come on. And then I was like, you looking for a job?
Yeah, and I didn't take you seriously. I was like, I remember walking in and I called Bryce and I was like, yeah, she just said something, but I don't think she was mean for real.
I was.
Yeah, but, like, you know how many people say things, but they don't actually mean it. Like, I come across so many people that they say things and they don't follow through with it.
A lot of people mean it. That. Yeah.
Like, don't say it if you don't mean it.
A lot of people are like that.
Yeah.
Or don't offer help if you don't actually want to help somebody.
Yeah.
I hate that.
No, I know.
I really hate that.
Yeah.
Like, don't just say it because you think you're being nice.
Or because you think it makes you look good.
Like, really, like, just
be a good person. Like, offer help.
Yeah.
I will overextend myself to help somebody, but that's like a toxic trait of mine because I will be falling apart into the ground and I'll be like, yeah, sure, I'll help you.
I know, because we're people pleasers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're more of a people pleaser than me, though.
Yeah. I get like really stressed out, and especially if I know that like if I feel like yeah, I have like a really sensitive heart like that. Like I will bend over backwards times 1,000.
Yeah.
So that's, or like if I think, so like if somebody says something like, oh no, that's fine. If I can tell in your body language that's not, absolutely not. Like I don't ever want somebody to feel annoyed or like they actually don't want to do it. Yeah. Even if that's the truth, like truthfully, I don't want people to feel like that, and I don't ever want to feel like a burden, or I don't ever, and you know, I think it's so hard to find help and genuine people and to like create that village type of thing.
Space,
so like yeah, so I just always want to help.
I know. Where
I can, and if I can't, I literally feel bad. Even if I'm so swamped. Aww. But that's okay.
It's okay. That's okay.
Oh my gosh.
It's okay. I've said 100% like 10 times. It's fine.
It's so funny. It's so funny. Because I was like, Bella, if I say that's okay one more time, I'm going to freak out. And she was like, Mom, you said it again. And I was like, darn it.
She's so cute. I love it.
She told me, we had a conversation the other day about what she wants to be when she gets older. Yeah. She said she wants to be a mommy. She wants to be a dance teacher.
That's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah, it's so cute.
I love it.
Isn't it cool to think, like, where our kids are going to be in their careers one day?
Yeah.
Like, you see how their personalities are, and then it's like, where are you going to end up? What are you going to do with that?
Yeah, I have no idea.
Well, it's going to be a real-life princess.
I don't know what she's going to be. She's wild.
She's always in a dress.
She is. And, like, when I tell her, like, okay, well, we have to wear pants to this activity because, you know, like, say if we're going to, like, the trampoline park.
Yeah.
Well, can I just wear a dress with pants under? And I'm like, no, I just don't. No, you're wearing pants. Like, she gets ticked off.
So, we are learning that, again, we actually just had this conversation on the way here about Brooks. He had his little mullet that was,
I love his mullet.
Well, it's gone.
Oh, I loved it.
But he had, his mullet that was faded on the sides, and he looked like, he was so cute. And today, I took him to get a haircut, and he was like, Mom, I want to cut it off. And I was like, okay, honey, like, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
And then I was like, all right, Brady, we're going to go and get your haircut. And he's like, I don't want it cut. And I'm like, okay, that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine too, yeah.
But we were talking about, like, how it's cool for them to get to this age, for them to express how they want to look, their style, their hair, and all that. Excuse me. And, like, Brooks, if you ever see Brooks, he will never be in pants. Ever. You cannot get
Shorts
that boy in jeans. Yeah. And I remember this one time we were going to church, and Bryce was like, you need to put jeans on. And he was like, I don't want to put jeans on. I want to be in shorts. But, like, there's those people that literally wear, like, athletic shorts all year long, either in, like, a t-shirt or
it's
a
like
sweatshirt.
Adam Sandler uniform.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Brody's, like, the one that's in the jeans and, you know, so it's so cool now that they're getting older to see their styles and to see where they're going to go. And so, I mean, with Lola, maybe she always just wants to be in a dress.
I know.
And just put shorts on the skirt, you know?
She's just a little girly bop. I love it.
It's cute.
No, she is cute.
She really does think she's a real life princess.
I know.
She is.
I know. She thinks she's Glinda right now.
I want to see Wicked so bad. What do you think about the casting? Do you think they did a good job with casting? I know you haven't seen it yet either. I think that Ariana Grande was a great cast for Glinda.
I think so too, except I think Dove Cameron would have been just as great.
I agree.
So her and Amanda Seyfried and Renee Rapp all auditioned, and I think Renee Rapp would have been awful.
Amanda Seyfried, I don't agree that she would have been a good fit. So I think that either Dove Cameron, yes, or Ariana Grande, because number one, they both can sing beautifully.
Right.
But number two, they both have an acting background.
And they're super petite, too.
Yes.
Linda, in general, is supposed to be super petite, I think.
But I think Ari was a good pick.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And then I don't really know too much about Cynthia, but when I've listened to her, she's like a powerhouse.
Alphaba.
Yeah. She's like a powerhouse.
I really like her as a person.
She seems so nice in interviews.
I've
like,
seen them
so
too.
Genuine.
And her and Ariana seem like they're actually friends.
I think they are. Well, there was an interview with Cynthia who plays Elphaba. She was like, yeah, when they told me that Ariana got the part, she was like so happy because she was like, because the other people that auditioned, the two other people, I guess whoever was neck and neck with it, she was like, thank God it wasn't them. Like, I guess that wasn't a good fit with her.
Hollywood's cutthroat.
Yeah, Hollywood's weird too.
It is weird. It's full of like, you know, it's like people live for that stuff where it's like, that's what their goal is, to end up in Hollywood one day.
Yeah.
But like, look at the toxicity of it and how everybody ends up, they're depressed. And they're finding other substances to cope with it, and it's like, why would, and like just the mental game of it all.
Yeah,
like, it's really nasty. Have you seen Cobra Kai?
Yeah.
Have you seen the latest season?
No, because I started watching it and then I got bored.
Okay.
But I've seen every other season.
So
I loved it.
The guy in there,
which guy?
Silver.
Oh, Terry?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just so crazy because he has a lot of power, he has a lot of money, and he's very nasty.
Yeah.
That is Hollywood. Could you imagine living in like a world like that where it's like there's just snakes all around you that have power because they have money? Like, that's awful.
Yeah.
Because it's like when people get that nasty, like, how can you wrap your head around that? Like,
it's just all greed.
It is greed, and that's why it's like one of the biggest sins too. And like, how can you, I don't know, it's just got to be so exhausting. Maybe that's why everyone's so depressed, because they're around such snaky people all the time.
Probably.
And they're put in the awkward situations. I mean, think of all the sex scenes that they have to do with people that aren't their spouse.
Yeah.
Like, that's got to be something in itself, or being in situations where you play an addict, or you play all these different parts, like, to really get into character. Have you ever seen that documentary with Jim Carrey where he, oh man, I don't remember where it was streaming, but he was playing this man and he got so into character, he would be that character off of camera.
What character?
Oh my gosh, I don't remember who it was, but...
Are you talking about the Grinch?
This was like this man, and people were like, dude, you are a nasty person. Like, he was awful.
That sucks.
Yeah, but he was just so into character. But think about the stuff they have to go through, like Evan Peters in Dahmer.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know how much therapy you probably had to go through to even reenact those scenes and be like... I couldn't even get through the first 2 episodes of it.
Yeah,
because it was really hard.
I think there's like a total of 9, and I think I got up until the 4th episode. Like, I watched all the 4th.
Yeah,
and then I was like, I'm good.
And I couldn't do it.
I'm good.
that stuff is really, really hard. And you know what? I just thought of this too. Watching the documentary, and it was hard for us to watch. But then watching you, it's really no different.
Yeah.
But why is it different? Because that stuff could happen and probably does.
It's just probably the way it's portrayed, the different series.
I guess.
Like, I don't know.
And the how graphic it is.
Yes, yeah. And also too, Dahmer is completely true.
Yeah, but this other stuff could be completely true too.
Okay, but we don't know that. Yeah. But like what I'm saying is like Dahmer actually happened. Like this is something that did actually happen. So maybe that is like triggering. I don't know.
Oh, it's really freaky.
It's gross. And Netflix has recently released the John Bonet documentary, which I have started watching, which you should watch too. It hasn't even been like graphic or anything. So like I think you can definitely get through it, but it's just interesting to see how all of these are now just kind of spiraling out. And
isn't it crazy how it's all coming like we didn't hear about this stuff, but it's all coming out in documentaries, and it's like you look at the dates and everything, and it's like, wow, we were here, we were in high school, we were in middle school, but you didn't hear about it on the news.
I know, it's crazy.
Yeah,
but there will be more to come, and for us to, what did I say? Do it and review it.
Yeah.